had started this a few minutes ago and then just got interrupted. My sage is really smoking this morning. So there's a lot of energy clearing, which is amazing. Amazing, amazing. So the two decks, I'm still really feeling drawn to the Earthen Soul Oracle deck. That's this one I'm cleansing right now. So I'm just going to use it as well, kind of as a secondary message. And then I'm going to use the primary message as the Rose Oracle deck, which I love. And I think that one came through because I've got a full moon tomorrow. And I'm really kind of feeling the lull of energy, but also it's really easy when you are yourself in something, and whatever it might be. It could be physical, it could be emotional. Whenever you're in something, you may have a million tools. Let's be real. You may have, 10 different tools in your toolbox that you use when you're feeling however. But when you reach a point of overwhelm, of exhaustion, mental, especially when it's affecting your own life, that can be debilitating. And I have recognized this for myself. July has been a more challenging month emotionally. And I know it's because it's pulling forward. It's almost like deja vu to 2 summers ago. Very similar, but also very different. And I've recognized that within myself. So I am seeing where the connections are and where I need to be. I can totally see where it kept coming through, be the observer for July, 100%. And moving forward to August, it's still very strong coming through, still be the observer. And also you need to ground and kind of recenter and come home to you and your modalities. So what helped this realization was last night, getting a family member back on my table, which is right there, because we specifically wanted to have, this is my office space, but it's also our healing room. So it's really important to me. And this is life, so here we go. I need to go let the dog in, so forgive me for the shakiness. But this is life, and sometimes life doesn't always go as planned, and sometimes it just, you have to go with the flow. And I can see this is something that is coming through very strong for me, that I need to be okay with going with the flow and realizing that, I mean, obviously I know there's a lot not within my control, a lot. And that's okay. It's 100% okay. So what's even more interesting is, and we'll get to the cards in a second. So I like to do oil and energy because I use essential oils all the time, but that's also a modality that can get pushed to the side. As soon as my brain kind of takes over and is in that overwhelm, is in that overthinking, which that was a card from last week, to, kind of get out of the overthinking. It's too easy to forget about these modalities that work, and they work so well. So yes, got back on the table last night. It felt so good to give a Reiki treatment. It felt so good to shift that energy. It felt so good to feel that energy shift. So the oil that came up for this week, cilantro. And it might even be the oil for August, because there's 2 full moons that I just learned this morning. There's 2 full moons happening. So as soon as I picked, and it was intuitively selected, I closed my eyes, I cleared my energy, and I selected an oil. And as soon as I looked at it, because this is one I do not use a lot, but I need to apparently, it is the oil of releasing control. Doesn't that make sense? It's a really strong smell. It's strong, but it's also super fresh. So it's something that I would probably put with some grounding oils. Frankincense would be nice. Midnight Forest would be nice. Actually, I'm going to write these down so that I apparently have no pens here. I also need to get my house kind of in, back in order. This tends to happen in the summer for me. Anyway. This tends to happen in the summer that I kind of get like out of, anyway. Okay, cilantro, frankincense, midnight forest, cedarwood. Cedarwood is the oil of community. Midnight forest is the oil of nature's rhythm. Frankincense is truth. Cilantro is releasing control. There's one more that wants to come through. Wild orange. And wild orange is abundance. So I'm just going to read you a little bit with cilantro. So releasing control. Cilantro facilitates a detoxification of negative emotions and debris. It is helpful in lightening one's load through the release of issues buried in the body, heart, and soul. Similar to coriander oil, which is distilled from the seeds of the same plant, cilantro assists individuals at shedding which is not in harmony with their true self. Yes. Yes. Use this oil as much as you can in August. Those in need of cilantro may attempt to obsessively control other people or manage their environment. So speaking from my own experience, yes, when surgery is involved and stuff like that, it's completely not within my control. It's completely outside of my control. Inwardly, these individuals may experience a great deal of worry and mental strain. 100%. That was my July, and it was really, really, really challenging. They may become constricted, clinging to or obsessive over material possessions. Individuals may even hold on to the very patterns, emotions, issues, and possessions that may impair or betray their true self. So cilantro facilitates emotional cleansing and especially encourages the release of worry and control as it assists individuals in centering their true self. Cilantro liberates the soul from heavy burdens, enabling the individual to live light and free. That is amazing. That is absolutely amazing. So definitely one that I recommend for this week, for sure, to just release and open up to trust. So let's see what the Rose Oracle has to say. And I'm actually going to get cilantro in the diffuser very soon here. I do like to shuffle until a card jumps out. Oh, 2 jumped out. Look at that. I love energy. I love the universe. Open. Say yes. Expand through the extremes and trust life. There we go. There we go. Talk about an affirmation. The second bloom, a second chance. It's never too late. New possibilities. So even when life may feel like, what the fuck? Go with it. Go with it. All right. So what's the message from the Earthen Soul Oracle that we need for today? There she is. Ooh. Look at that. Can you read it? Shake it off. Look at that, eh? We're going through a time in our life that we've never been in before. And the more we can open our hearts, the more we can open our soul, the more we can kind of ease the brain and ego that it's okay. Just take a step back. It's okay. Everything will be good. And just trust. Trust has been a huge lesson for me these past few years. Shake it off, feeling a bit uneasy. The voices inside your head, inside your mind, of what others think about you do not even matter. Release those energies and allow the tension to shake off your shoulders. Their opinions are not facts and cannot actually affect you. Dance to the beat of the song your heart sings and continue to do things that spark joy for you. No matter what you do, people will have something to say. So, what is the point of constantly trying to accommodate their sense of ignorance? It's time to shake it off and let yourself be free. So, I love those messages today. Shake it off, second bloom, and open. Incredible messages. So, lean into this week, lean into your intuition and trust, and get your cilantro out. So the blend again was cilantro, frankincense, midnight forest, cedarwood, and wild orange. And it's a beauty. I'm excited to get it in the diffuser. Have a great day.